Ladies and gentlemen, the creators of Minecraft, also known as, of course, as Mojang, have confirmed that they have no plans to stop you from producing videos based on Minecraft. In other words, they are embracing it as they should, to be totally and utterly honest. In a recent interview with The Guardian, the chief operating officer has said, and I quote, "We have a whole slew of people who are making their entire living off just making videos about Minecraft. Just economics of that, how many people are making a living off this one IP, is pretty awesome, but that doesn't take anything away from us. I would say that actually adds value to Minecraft and to people who are extremely talented and creative doing things, who have essentially outsourced the YouTube videos to a community of millions of people, and what they come up with is more creative than anything we could make ourselves." And in fact, he even goes on to say, "We want to make most of our money from selling games. We're not here to penny pinch creatives out of using our property to create cool content. We have this massive group of people creating amazing things. Why would we want to do anything to hinder that?" Now, of course, these concerns, out of quote, have really popped up for a couple of reasons. One, Eric Bros has actually reminded someone just over the summer, actually, that charging for in-game perks was against Minecraft's EULA. So, while the rules actually slightly loosened a bit, people were concerned, well, now Microsoft's got on their hands on Mojang, what's going to be the future of the company? However, it does appear that this is not going to be changing at all. And nor should it. Let's just be totally and utterly honest here. Minecraft is a phenomenon. It's too late now, basically. The horse is done. He's bolted from the barn. He's no longer even in the country. He's, sodded off to a foreign country on the beach somewhere. And he's sipping margaritas. It's done. People are so happy with the creation process of Minecraft. They love showing their works, and some of the stuff isn't just like Let's Plays. Some people have actually made working computers and goodness knows what else. I mean, when you start creating replicas of like Starship Enterprise and you're showing that off, it's just incredibly cool. But do you know what it is to the company? It's also an amazing promotional tool. Right, I'll let you guys in a little bit of secret. I actually do some digital marketing and stuff like that. It's actually what I do outside of YouTube for, contracts and stuff. And I've got to say, it's like, it hurts my head when I see companies making these really silly decisions. For example, the whole Warner Brothers fiasco that I ranted about just a couple of days ago. It makes no sense that you're limiting the appeal of your game, because what about if you don't like any of the YouTubers that's been given these preview codes, just for example? It's like, you might like one of them, maybe, but it's not enough. It's not sufficient to build hype. In my personal opinion, it's like, just let it go. Just let it go to everyone. And even to be honest with you, you're seeing like Ubisoft and all of these guys starting to embrace it. The fact of the matter is, it's literally free advertising. But moreover, with a game like Minecraft, it's such a creative and powerful tool. It's a user experience where even if someone tried to replicate what someone else has created in-game, it's always going to vary, it's always going to differ. So while this might not be the biggest piece of news in terms of, well, it's not exactly a surprise, what I do love about this piece of news is it's a symbol to me of what really it should be. Now, obviously, I do feel, and I've mentioned this a couple of times, so I don't want to harp on about it too much, I do feel that there should be limits on making money on YouTube from other people's work. For one, I feel that you should definitely respect the original game, and by which I mean, it's one of the reasons now that in videos that I'm doing, I always mention, of course, who's produced the game, who's created the game, and so on. I try to, and put it in the description as well. And other things as well, like, I do think it's borderline taking the piss when you upload all of the movies in the game and then you will call it like Dragon Age the movie, where it's got all of the cutscenes. I do think that's kind of borderline pushing it, where the developers, I can understand why they'd get a bit upset with that, because you're not putting you're not putting any gameplay or interaction in. You can argue that yes, you've gotten that far in the game, but I can understand the perspective of the developer in that case. I can understand why they may become upset. But if you look at World of Warcraft, a lot of these really popular titles, one of the reasons they are so bloody popular now is because of the whole YouTube phenomenon. And so I personally feel that more companies should just get involved with this. And I think some of it is to do with changing of the guard. I think that a lot of studios just aren't used to this. I think a lot of them just are like, oh god, this YouTuber's making like a Batman video, oh no, what are we gonna do? But I think symbols like this, statements from companies like Mojang, when, well, let's face it, they're in the news right now. After that, it's not like they were a small company before, they were absolutely massive. But now, of course, they're purchased by Microsoft, so everyone's looking at them and everyone's probably taking note. And I'm hoping that just a few people in these big companies will look at this statement and then will realise, you know, herp-a-derp, that, oh, they're basically saying it's free advertising, which is a pretty... It's a bit like me telling you might not want to jump from that cliff because, well, the landing's not going to be too pleasant. It's a fairly obvious statement. Anyway, guys, as I said, I don't want to beat this topic too much to death, but since Mojang are putting this out, and I know I think even quite a few of my viewers are most likely creating YouTube content in regards to Minecraft, I think it's good just to clarify this and to get their stance on it. So anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. I'll see you soon. Take care, and bye for now.